Uh, uh, hey, looks like we're live.
We are live. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, everyone? I'm excited to have our first ever elite PPA mastermind. This is going to be a nice little way for you guys to be really able to really get inside the businesses of people like Julian Sherman, Nate Smith, myself, and a lot of the other leaders here to see exactly what we're doing. To get the results that we've been getting lately. So for all of you guys that are here right now, keep in mind there is going to be a 30-second delay, just like when we do all of our other webinars.
We are live. What's up, everybody? We're live. What's up, everybody?
Of course, I got the thing.
What's going on, everyone? I'm excited.
Let me just pause that there. Sorry about that, guys. You'd be surprised at how many times I do that, which is awesome. I'm not that great with technology, but good thing you don't need to be that good at technology to be able to earn a full-time income online. So that's pretty awesome.
That is awesome, because if that was the case, I wouldn't make any money online because I suck at technology. But we're still able to crush awesome income. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Yeah, just like Jang was saying, we basically wanted to start doing these elite PPA mastermind calls every Saturday at 3 p.m. because, you know, the typical webinars in the AWOL Power Players group, they're good and you can get a lot of value out of them, and we do recommend you guys attend those on Thursdays at 8. But you know, we set this up, myself, Matt, Jang, and Nate, for our team so that we could have a higher level conversation, show you guys behind the curtain what we're doing, you know, without you know, holding back anything, to really make sure that, you know, once a week we can have an hour to go over everything so that everybody knows what they need to be doing. You know, no questions go unanswered, and it's just been hectic because we have so many people coming into the team. We wanted to have a once a week time to sit down and be able to talk with you guys. So how's everybody doing in the chat? Let us know how you're doing here, and we're going to get this thing started because I see people are coming in. What's up, David? Doing great. What's up, Brad? What's up, Chuck? What's up, Dan? Hello from sunny Florida. Not as nice as Hawaii, but not bad today. Yep, I can imagine, Dan. Florida's nice. What's up, guys? So who's all here? We have Natalie, Susan, Dennis, Terrell, Nate, Jang. Nate, you coming on here? Is Nate on the webinar? Or he said he might be on his phone, right? We can't hear you, Jang.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I just want to just give you guys a little motivation here to do the webinar, but check this out. Little beachfront view from out here, and this is what's awesome, guys, and this is what we want to be able to show you guys how to do. Like Julian's been able to go out and travel to a lot of really cool places, and we do a lot of this stuff and just want to be able to show you guys exactly what's possible. I'm a little dark here now. Maybe I'll just do it like that. But show you guys just exactly what's possible. Does Nate have the link?
Yeah, let me shoot it over to him real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump over in a
second.
All right.
Can't hear you, Matt.
Okay, what about now?
Yep.
Those damn headphones. So we want to be able to give you guys, you know, an exclusive, like, higher level conversation. And the reason why we're doing that is just so that we can kind of really lay out exactly what we're doing in our businesses. And we're doing that only for PPAs. So all of you guys here right now are PPAs. And what that tells us is you guys are all serious, right? Because the fact is when we're working with if we're going to be investing a lot of our time into you guys and showing you guys exactly what we're doing in our business, we want to make sure that we're not wasting any of our time, right?
Hey, Jen, you're coming in a little choppy with that wind there. That Hawaii wind is coming through the headphones. It looks beautiful, though, so I don't mind. Now we can't hear you. There you go. Yeah, it's a lot better.
I'll just stay in there.
Yeah, it's a lot better, even though that was beautiful out there.
Awesome. So yeah, we want to be able to go through and just give you guys a higher level conversation. So for really what this tells us is we want to really be working with the people that are serious, because myself, and I know Julian can probably attest to this as well, but one of the biggest things that really kind of really grinds our gears, I'll say, is when we're investing time and lots of time and energy into someone, and they end up kind of and then they're kind of wasting our time. And so by you guys showing and proving that you guys are serious and becoming a PPA, we want to give you guys as much just to, now we know you're serious, right? We can start to work really hard with you guys and show you guys a lot of other stuff that we can't really be teaching everyone, because you've proven that you're quite a bit more serious than pretty much everyone else. So we're going to be able to give you guys a lot higher level conversation, really break things down, show you how our ads are running, show you guys what you guys need to be doing moving forward to get the same results that Julian's getting, the same results that Nate or Ray or whichever one of us are getting, so you guys can really hustle and get stuff done. So we want to be able to have like a Q&A, so that you guys can all, every week, you guys can, if you guys have questions, you can get those answered. You know, for those of you guys that have any pressing issues, we can get everything addressed the one time per week, so that every week you always know exactly what we're going to be doing moving forward. You know what Julian's doing, you know what I'm doing, you know what Nate's doing, right? You know exactly what we're doing, so that you can model and do the exact same things for yourself.
Yeah. And we also got to the point where, you know, as you guys can see in the group, I mean, we just passed 1,000 members, and this process is really duplicating really fast. And, you know, sometimes, you know, people contact us, and there's just so many people contacting us that we wanted to make a once-a-week time where we can sit down and really, oh, yes, we got Nate Dogg coming on. What's up, Nate? Nate Dogg in the house. Yo, what's up? Can everybody just please say thank you to Nate for not only having an awesome family, but for building the sickest pages for us to use. The webinar page you guys are on right now, Nate built, and it's just absolutely incredible. Nate, I might just hire you to be my graphic designer on top of freaking everything you're doing. It's awesome. So I appreciate you, man.
No problem.
Yeah, but just like I was saying, Nate, I'll let you come out in a second. But yeah, so we wanted to do this call once a week, every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. To really make sure that any questions you guys have, any things that's bugging you that you're not getting answered, that we can sit down and have a once-a-week call to really go over everything. So for today's call, we're pretty much just going to kind of do an intro. We'll do a little Q&A. We just kind of wanted to give you guys expectations of what this call is going to be. So basically what we're going to be doing every week is we're going to be doing a couple things. We're always going to do like a live Q&A. Like the first, I'm thinking, guys, like the first maybe 30 minutes of each one of these calls, we'll go into strategy, we'll go into some numbers, we'll go into some high-level marketing stuff and resources like that, and then for the second half, we'll always go into like more of like a Q&A, because I know everybody's got questions. But for today, we didn't want to, you know, get crazy into detail and stuff. We have some stuff that we can show you, but we wanted to really open today up. It's kind of like a Q&A, just so you guys can let us know where you're at, let us know any issues you're having so that we can address it. Because I'll tell you one thing, if you're having an issue, chances are there's somebody else that has that same question. So that's why we do this call together, so that we can answer everybody's questions in one setting. But Nate, I know you just came on a little bit late, man. What's going on? What are you up to? I see you're on the road. Hopefully you're not driving.
We are. No, I'm not. My wife is. We're headed to the beach for 14 days. There's my hottie right there.
What's up, Amy?
Yeah, we're headed to the beach, man. So we're gonna go live tonight from Destin.
Technology, gotta love it.
What happened? Did you guys hear me, or was I muted out?
You're coming in and out. Maybe try switching over.
I said we're gonna go. Man, this is what I got. This is what I'm working with here. But can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, it's a little bit choppy. I would maybe transfer over if you're on the road. Sometimes those things are tough. If you could transfer over to like the LTE or the 4G or something just for the call, it might help. If you can. If not, no worries, man. We can hear you. It's just a bit choppy.
Yeah, I'll reboot it here in a second and hop back on. Let me see if that works.
Cool. Everyone's saying thank you to Nate for building an awesome page. So yeah, guys. I mean, what's going on right now? I mean, head over in the chat and let us know, you know, what's on your mind. Any questions? You know, we really just wanted to take this call just to kind of get a feel of this process. Like I said, in future weeks, we're going to be starting with some curriculum strategies, high-level stuff. But for today, Excuse me, I need to sneeze. I'm like at the point where my sneeze is like 70% there, so I don't know if I need to sneeze or not sneeze. So I'm kind of at the midpoint here. So don't mind me if I'm looking weird. But yeah, so we'll go into strategy, high level stuff on future calls. But for today, we just wanted to take like a live Q&A, see where everybody's at in their business, and just see what you guys need. So anything you guys need. You have us for about the next 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes. We want to take some time. So let us know what's on your mind. Let us know where you're stuck in your business or how things are moving forward, or even if you're getting great results. I mean, there's so many success stories. I mean, I had like 3 new team members this week all get their first PPA. Victoria and George Fryer, congrats. A bunch of people are getting PPAs that never had any experience. It's amazing with the process we have. Matt Jang. Oh my God, his team is experiencing incredible results. He's having people on his team who had no success doing anything, and because of this process, just running some simple Facebook ads, he's getting PPA sign up. So really kind of what we're going to do is we're going to have like, because your only job on this call, if you're just getting started, if you're not doing coaching calls or anything yet, is just to run Facebook ads. Now, a lot of people just plug into the amazing training that Matt Jang put together for us, which is awesome, the simple 6-step, very simple Facebook ads training course, which all of you went through. And people are getting good results. But guys, the thing is that we put that training there as a placeholder so that, Matt put a certain keywords there, entrepreneurship, certain states to target. And, obviously when there's hundreds of people promoting the same thing, the conversions aren't going to be as high. So what we're going to do on future calls is we're going to make sure that we show you, because in that training that Matt did, we essentially gave you the fish. We're like, this is working, use it. But what we want to arm you with for the rest of your life, like let's say that keyword doesn't work. Let's say something doesn't work. We want to make sure that you know how to fish, not just get the fish from us, but how to fish. So we're going to get into very, detailed stuff. For example, just a quick example before we get into Q&A. For example, the keyword that Matt Jang, the precise interest that he showed you guys how to target on Facebook was, let's say, entrepreneurship, which was working really well. But the thing is, I'm scrolling down my news feed now and I'm seeing 10 different people all with the same ad. So obviously the conversions are going to drop. So we're going to teach you how to reach out to other interests that are similar. Instead of entrepreneurship, maybe the keyword Tony Robbins, which has a massive audience, or book titles like How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We're going to get into high level stuff so that you guys can always be testing new stuff, and really just take whole markets on your own just by putting your marketing hat and getting creative. So we'll get into that. But Matt, what's going on in the chat? Are people asking some things here?
Yeah, they're going over a couple things, and what I want to do first is just touch on a couple things here. So you touched on the training there, and exactly like what you said, we kind of gave them the fish, but also at the same time, I don't know how you framed this, but I framed this with most people on my team. The reason why we've done that is not just to give you the fish, right? It's just to show you how the structure is laid out. Okay, you're going to see, okay, these are some age demographics that we can target. These are some interests that we can target. These are some certain states. The reason why I did it just targeting certain states is so that you can see you don't have to just target all of the US. You don't have to just target all of Canada. You don't have to just target both of those together. You can target specific states or specific cities if you'd like to, right? This is a base for an ad, right? That works. So what you guys all should be doing is taking that base and now split testing different variations. Now, for those of you guys that don't know how to split test, I'll just kind of drop a little bit just so you guys can kind of have some examples to move forward with from tonight. But say, for example, you have a base of an ad that works, right? Obviously, a lot of people have been using it, so we need to create a split test to find a better converting one. So what do? We know we have this base that works. Now, we need to figure out how to find, let's say, the best interest, okay? So we're going to create that exact ad, right? Except now we're going to test 4 different interests. So if the interest right now is entrepreneurship, right, we're going to test 4 different ones to see if we can beat out entrepreneurship, right? So we'll test one with entrepreneurship, then we'll test one with the exact same ad. Everything's the same. The only thing that you're changing is just the interest, okay? So you'll test one with entrepreneurship, then you'll test one with maybe small business, then you'll test one with maybe just business, then you'll test one with maybe you could do Think and Grow Rich, right? Test 4 different interests, right? And then run the ad. So what that's going to tell you is from those 4 ads, you're going to see which one performs the best, right? And the one that performs the best will tell you what the best interest is to use. right? So then once you know that, you go, oh, hey, well, Think and Grow Rich, and I don't know this, I haven't tested this, guys. This is just me throwing things out there. Say, for example, Think and Grow Rich is the ad that wins, then you're going to keep that interest, right? And now split test something else. So now your interest is going to be Think and Grow Rich, and now maybe let's target different areas. Maybe you do one that's all of Canada, one that's all of the U.S., one that's a certain group of states, and maybe one that's all of the east side of Canada and the U.S., and one that's all the west side of Canada and the U.S., right? 4 different locations. Now everything's the same. You know that Think and Grow Rich is the interest that beat out all the others. This is, again, an example. I've not tested this, so I don't know. But so say Think and Grow Rich did. So now you're testing 4 different locations. The only one that wins is going to tell you what location seems to be the best, right? So you're going to keep that location, and you can move on to something else, right? So you're always wanting to be split testing moving forward. Just kind of test on stuff. Now, I know we don't want to get too deep into things tonight. We wanted to just kind of have an overview and a Q&A. But Nate and Julian, what do you guys think about, before we kind of really get into strategies and all that other types of stuff on calls moving forward? I think it's really important to really get everyone started on, a morning routine, and to get everyone started on making sure that everyone's kind of focusing on themselves as much, if not more, than they're focusing on their business, whether it be listening to audios, reading books, stuff like that. What do you guys think about setting them up with like a morning routine and having some books for them to get started on? What do you guys think about that before we move into strategies next week?
I think that's a very good point that you brought up, and it's like second nature to us right now. So sometimes we're just like, oh, 95% of people don't have a structured routine. So that's a very good point that you brought up, and yeah, absolutely, guys. I mean, you'll notice something. Anybody who's doing, $5,000 a month online, $10,000 a month, anybody doing 6 figures online, you'll notice that most of the time they tend to work on themselves just as hard as they do on their business, and a lot of times a lot more. And what Jang was saying by a morning routine is you want to have something structured to get you going the right way in your day. Waking up and then checking your email for sales and this and that, and just going right into work, that's not how leaders run their business. The first thing that we recommend doing is starting your day with some personal development, whether you read a chapter of a book, and we have many good books. We have a lot of PDFs that we can send you guys for free, books like Happy Pocket, books like Think and Grow Rich, anything, and The Magic. That's just what I was going to bring up. The one thing that really changed me, Cameron, Matt, Jang, and Nate's day here is starting our day with The Magic, which is what we recommend. Basically, we recommend reading a book. You want to touch on a little bit of The Magic, Matt? I know I just want people to really get kind of that overview of how important, because a lot of people, sometimes we say reading and stuff, and people are like, yeah, I'll work on myself, I'll do that, but let me get some ads going first. But I want you to kind of touch on why and how it's so important to put yourself in that mindset with a book like The Magic to start your day, because we all use it.
Yeah, for sure. So for those of you guys that don't have this, go and buy this book right now, or download the copy for free. There's no excuse for you not to have a copy of this. You either buy it for $10, $20, or you download it for free. Google free The Magic by Rhonda Byrne download, or download the book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, same lady that wrote The Secret. Okay, so the reason why, and this is one thing that Cameron George, now all of you guys that are in here, you guys kind of, if you've not heard of Cameron George, you've seen him in the coaching process or anything like that. He's my mentor, same with Nate, Julian, and he always had us focus on, this was the biggest book for a morning routine, because I just want to kind of show you basically what it is so you have like a 28-day schedule. So say for here, day 1, right? Count your blessings. I don't know if it's backwards, but it has a 28-day schedule. So every morning, this is like your morning routine book. So like Julian's saying, when you wake up in the morning, you're not waking up, jumping to your computer, getting to your emails right away. You need to get up and structure your day properly, right? So get up and take this time, whether you need to get up half an hour, an hour earlier, but take a half an hour to an hour to really focus on yourself and structure your day properly, okay? So The Magic is the first thing that I read. I just read the day 7, which was Magic Money, I believe, right? And it's all about being grateful for the money that you have in your life to be able to attract more money in your life for you to be grateful for, right? So the biggest thing and why we're doing this is for those of you guys that haven't read it yet, the big focus on this book is gratitude, right? Being grateful for everything in your life. Being grateful for being oceanfront on the water right now, or being grateful for all the money that you have, whether you only have a little bit now or not, right? Being grateful for the job that you have right now that allows you to give the money to have the money to have a roof over your head, right? Being grateful for the house that you have, being grateful for the friends, the air that you breathe, right? Being grateful for everything in your life, because when you're grateful for everything, when you're grateful for all the things in your life, it attracts more things in your life for you to be grateful for, right? And what it does is it starts off your day in this high vibration of gratitude. I know that when I go over 10 things that I'm grateful for every morning, and I add to that list every morning, at first it's like, oh, I'm grateful for my friends, my family, the income that I have, that I'm able to travel. But it gets to the point where you're 10, 20, 30 days in, and you're like, I'm grateful for the air that I breathe. I'm grateful for my legs that I can allow me to walk. You get grateful, and you get so deep and grateful into every little aspect into your life, and it just makes everything in your life that much better. And when you start off your morning like that, right, you start off, you're immediately happy. You're in this great mood. You get up, you feel good, and what happens when you go into your work or when you go into your business or wherever you're going into, you feel good. And when you feel good, you start to work good, and you got to start to get better results, right? Because you're going in with that mentality, and you're grateful as you're going in. You feel amazing. Eleanor, I believe, is on this here with us today. She had a really good experience. I just had her start reading the magic. Eleanor, if you want to leave in the chat here, let us know what your experience was reading the magic so far. But let us know there. I just saw, William, that you're reading The Secret. Is the magic a better read? The magic, sorry, before you jump in, Julian.
Mm-hmm.
The magic is not a book where magic is your morning routine, right? That's something that no matter, aside from the other books you're reading, the magic you read every day no matter what, right? When you finish the 28 days, you start back at day 1 and you read it every morning, just one chapter, right? But on top of that, you read books like The Secret, The Breakthrough Experience, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Happy Pocket Full of Money. All of these books, those are, that's where you take the half an hour to an hour a day to read. But in the magic, you're reading every morning no matter what. That doesn't qualify for your reading.
It only takes like five minutes for everyday practice. It's very simple. And it's really, really powerful, guys. And the powerful thing about it with the gratitude, just like Matt Jang is saying, it's like, if you don't practice gratitude or anything, and let's say you start running an ad and your ad accounts get shut down, or one of the thousands of things that can happen when you're in this business. It's part of the business, guys. It's not the end all be all. Sometimes there's walls, you get around it. So the thing is that when you're not actively practicing gratitude and something happens, you're going to freak out. You're just going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? But when you practice gratitude, and let's say you're freaking like so grateful that you just even have the breath, the air that you're breathing, and the fact that you have legs, and the fact that try putting a blindfold over your eyes for 30 minutes and walking around. You will appreciate your eyes, and when you can really appreciate those little things in life, like your vision, like your hearing, and all the things that are just there no matter what, but when they go away we really think about them. That's when you look at something like a banned advertising account or a page that's not converting or something, and you're like, wow, this is nothing compared to what I have. Gratitude makes you rich because you already have everything. What's a rich person? A rich person's not somebody who has 100,000 in the bank, 1 million in the bank, 5 million in the bank. A rich person is somebody who is happy with what they have. And what everybody on this call has, if you're on this call, you have ears and you have eyes. I think most of you do. Hopefully, I don't think there's any blind people or deaf people here, but if you have those things, you're already successful. You're already rich. You have everything you need. And just appreciating those things, basically just grab a copy of the magic, buy the magic, order it on Amazon for $10 or whatever, start reading it every day, start your day with it. It takes about 5 minutes a day to do before your day. And it puts you in such a state where you can just move forward. So yeah, thanks, Matt. The magic is a game changer. It's funny, because we everybody in our community, I was down in Costa Rica with Cameron last July, and there was like 8 of us staying there, and every single person, we all made consistent 5 to 10K a month, and every single person had a copy of the magic, and there was just like 10 copies around the house. So pick up the magic on top of any reading you do. It's phenomenal. And then we have PDFs for other books and stuff. But
The other thing, can you guys hear me all right? Am I coming through all right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The other thing that I recommend that everybody does is part of my morning routine is I have a journal. My lovely kids and my wife bought me this, and I'm telling you guys, it's funny that we're talking about mindset because it's a big thing, but one of the things that you have to remember as you guys are trying to build your business, especially when it comes to internet marketing, is just to kind of piggyback on what Julian and Jang were saying is money is really nothing. All it is a way to, exchange goods and services and in my opinion, buy back time. Um, and so money is just, to me, not really important. It's just a tool. But to be able to get money in today's world and economy, you need value. And matter of fact, I'm reading a really good book right now. It's called Six Figures in 6 Months. And it's about a guy that came from literally nowhere to making amazing six figures a month, not like a year. And it's actually his journey. But one of the things that he was talking about was, it was funny. It was something I was going over in my morning routine just last week, and that's about value. Value is what each of us need to bring to the marketplace. So you, right now, everybody on this call, whether you're just starting or whether you've been marketing, we all have to realize and remember that what we're getting paid right now is literally the value that we're bringing to the marketplace, period. So if you can increase the value that you're bringing to the marketplace, then you're going to increase your income. And that's one of the things that we all need to strive to do, but you can't ever do that unless you first get your mindset right. So that's why reading is so important. And I want to leave you with this before we kick into the rest of this, is leadership is nothing but influence. And that's like my favorite definition of leadership, because it's basically a simple, straightforward description that is in everybody's reach. If you want to have value in the marketplace and you want to help people, you have to have influence, because people will follow you because of the value you can bring into their lives and the value that you can bring to the marketplace. You have to be able to make people's lives better. You have to help them. You have to genuinely, it's like Zig Ziglar says, is if you help enough people get what they want, then you will get what you want. But it's not until you have the gratitude, like Julian and Jang were saying, of everything in your life, and to have the value to be able to help someone else and then bring that to the marketplace. Okay, I'm done.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Nate. I wanted to touch on one comment. David Simmons. I'm going to shut this. So we got some tropical rain coming on here. David Simmons, and I don't know if you're being sarcastic, David, or if you're being serious, but I'm going to touch on this just in case you were. It says, try owning a restaurant. It's hard to feel amazing. Okay? Try owning a restaurant. It's hard to feel amazing. Now, I'm going to be a little bit blunt and say the reason why you don't feel amazing is because you aren't grateful enough. Okay? You own a restaurant. Most people don't even have, some people don't have jobs. You own a restaurant. Most people don't have the luxury of being able to own a restaurant, right? Be great. And this is one thing, like when you start being grateful every single morning, you're going to be grateful for the fact that you can even own a restaurant, right? You can do that, right? But when you're grateful for everything, when you're grateful for the air that you breathe, when you're grateful for every little aspect of your life, your friends, your family, the house, the roof over your head, the food you get to eat, when you're grateful for all of that stuff, right? There's nothing that can come on your. There's nothing that can happen at your restaurant that makes you, when you're grateful for everything in your life, that makes you feel not amazing, right? The reason why you don't feel amazing is because you're not grateful enough for all the things that you have in your life. And this is one thing I didn't realize until I read this book, how ungrateful I really was. I thought I was grateful, like I would always be very, I'd be grateful and for a lot of the things that I had. But it wasn't something that I practiced daily. It wasn't something that I was constantly going over and appreciating and really not just saying, oh, I'm grateful for this, but actually feeling grateful for everything. Holy crap, the chair is blowing around. But did you guys hear that? The chair just blew off the deck.
Hopefully you don't get blown away with your MacBook over here.
But you guys want to be, and I'm not saying this, David, to kind of like
put you on the spot. You're being sarcastic. I'm very grateful. Okay, awesome. But that's just one thing.
Yeah, David's actually somebody who got started a couple weeks ago. He's a hustler, man. He works really hard in the restaurant industry, and it's a tough industry, so I can imagine where you're coming from. But yeah, even the fact that, just watch the movie Blood Diamond and just see what just watch the movie Blood Diamond and watch what those people in Africa or wherever it was, what they go through on a daily basis. They have no choice. Like, they get their fingers chopped off and stuff like that. It's like, compared to that, working at McDonald's for 80 hours a week is a luxury. It's all relative, guys. It's powerful. Yeah, you definitely want to practice the magic. Yeah, I didn't want to cut in there, but yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude. That's great. Exactly. I don't know. Okay, so as far as a morning routine, Nate had a really great thing about journaling. That's amazing. That's one thing. I have my journal here somewhere. But really, so getting something. So you're having your magic as starting your morning routine, having a journal, right? Getting really, and take the time to really spend that time with yourself and really structure your day, your morning. Okay, I cannot stress how important this is. Like Julian was saying, he was in Costa Rica, and everyone there was making $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and every single one of them had that book, right? Because everyone, when you start to be grateful for all the things in your life, you start to attract more things in your life for you to be grateful for, right? That's just how it is. Sorry?
Finish up there, and I got a video that I'm going to send everybody, but finish up there. Hey, Matt, no, you're good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, David, so I just saw so it's hard and it's beat up, but I'm very grateful. And that's the thing, right? It doesn't mean that life is easy all the time, right? It can get hard, just like you saw there, but you're grateful, right? You're still grateful that you're able to be able to have that business, to be able to do that, which is awesome, dude. And that's what, that can be applied to, guys. This isn't just about business, right? This is just about everyday life in general. Like, if you were to set up this morning routine, even if you weren't doing this business and you were doing something else, even if you were just in the restaurant industry, right, and you just had your restaurant, this is something that is going to not only transform your business, it's going to transform your life, right? One thing I wanted to kind of go, I didn't know if you did this, and I didn't really do a long training on it at all with my team, but having them go over, how in the previous company we were in, there was a really nice training that we all did about writing out your 90-day goal. You know what I mean? And writing it out in the present tense. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the video one and the 15K formula.
Yeah, I mean, something like that, getting people really, really clear on exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, let me, I actually just grabbed something before we move on here, because it ties into exactly what we're going over. So,
Perfect.
the whole morning routine thing was something that we adopted from Cameron George. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen him in the trainings or even met him. He's the guy he's our mentor. He did 7 figures by the age of 24. When it comes to making money online, he's just a beast, and he just provides so much value to the marketplace. So one thing that he taught us, which is why I think we see more success in our group than any other team in any company, is the structuring your day, and starting it by, Cameron would tell us specifically, he's like, look, wake up, drop down to the floor, do 10 push-ups real quick, don't work out, just do 10 push-ups, get your blood flowing, chug a glass of water. And then just those 2 little things I started doing, and it changed everything. So what I'm going to do is, Cameron actually recorded a video. Cameron recorded a video about a couple of months ago called how to engineer your day, where he talks about how he reads the magic. He talks about his morning routine, and I'm actually going to, because I think he has this down pat more than anybody that I know, and we learn from him here. So what I'm going to do is, in the chat right here, in the chat, I just posted the YouTube link of Cameron's training called Engineering Your Day, where he shows how to become productive, how to read. Did you see that video, Matt?
Yeah, I can see that there. It's good.
Yep. So you guys can go through that. I recommend, really, after this call, open it on a new tab, pause it, and then take the 15 minutes Cameron recorded it to really start structuring your day, starting with reading, starting with exercising, starting with drinking water, and doing those steps, guys, because first you create your habits, and then they create you. And if you're not already in a state of gratitude where you're not actively practicing this stuff, start making it a habit. Take 5 minutes a day. But I just posted that video in the chat, so definitely do that. So, Matt, did you want to let's take about maybe 15, 20 minutes here to kind of go over these questions and just skim through them and do like a live Q&A here?
Yeah, here, let me, you want me to
Yeah,
pull them up
I'll
for you?
start going through a little bit of these. We have Dan says, what's up, Dan? Dan says, how can I decrease the price per subscriber? It's about $4.45 per. So that's a good start, Dan. I mean, the number that we look for, that we really determine if a campaign is profitable, our kind of rule of thumb, and I think you guys are in the same boat with me here, is $2 or less per registrant. If you're getting a registrant for $2 or less per, you're going to be profitable. That's kind of the number that we've found. $1 is great. If we're getting leads for $1, registrants for $1, we'll spend as much as we can if we continue getting them for $1. But $2 or less is good. $4.45 is a little bit high. So here's what I would do, Dan. First of all, I would get creative inside of the structured Facebook ads training Matt Jang kindly put together for us. And I would start testing new stuff, because the thing is, we were getting $1, $2 registrants with the same exact video Matt had, the same copy, the same states, but you know, since so many people came in and they kind of copied that, you know, without changing anything up, that's why the registrant count, the registrant price might have went up. So what we recommend is split testing, testing different things. So maybe instead of testing entrepreneurship in the 7 states Matt Jang shows, maybe test, let's say, the keyword Dale Carnegie, because obviously he wrote the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, so that's also very targeted, something similar to entrepreneurship. And if you go to the Facebook ads platform and you look at the precise interests, you would not, any book title, any personal development book title, any author, any, you know, you can get crazy. There's so many different things. So I would test new markets to see if you can kind of find those little honey holes. And then your registrant price will go down. And I would test different things. You know, maybe instead of the states he showed, maybe try all of Canada, or all of the United States, or maybe all of the East Coast of the United States. You want to try different things. You want to sit down, put your marketing hat on, and be like, what is similar to the keyword entrepreneurship? You know, and what age groups would be likely to be interested in what we're showing here, and get creative. You got to realize something, that marketing is you got to expect that 7 or 8 out of 10 of your advertisements will not be, you know, profitable, will not be $2 or less per registrant. That's just how it is. But the 2 or 3 that will be profitable are going to pay for the 7 that weren't profitable, and you're going to make a lot of money. A good example that I heard of what we're doing here is that marketing and placing ads, Dan, is very similar to baseball. You know, in baseball, the best people, the people that have the best percentages, they hit what? 3 out of 10, like 30 or 30%, right? Like 300, it's called 3 out of 10. And they're considered the best baseball players. They're the all-stars. They're the best ones, but they're striking out 7 out of 10 times. But those 3 hits that they do, they make up for everything. So when you're going into your marketing here, you know, if you place, let's say, an ad or 2 ads or 3 ads and you're not getting the conversions you want, just remember that out of 10 ads that you place, most likely 8 of them are going to flop, or not going to be very profitable. But the 2 that are profitable, you're going to see that they're getting a lot of clicks, a lot of traction, and the registrants are going to start flowing. So I would just test around. I mean, Jang, is there anything you want to add in on how to decrease the price per subscriber from $4.45 to, let's say, under $2?
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so just like what he's saying there, say you run 10 ads, okay, and I'm going to go even higher and say out of 10 ads, 9 of them suck. Okay, I'm just gonna say for an example. Now this is obviously the worst end, but I'm gonna say 9 of them suck. So you make 10 ads, say for example, $5 a piece for those 10. Okay, 9 of them don't work. Okay, you need to stop them. Okay, so the reason why we test small at $5 a day is so that you lose small, right? You test 10 ads, 9 of them suck. That's 45 bucks that you didn't lose, right? You gain data. You know that these don't work. Okay, it doesn't mean that doesn't mean you lost $45. You actually acquired the data that allows you to know, okay, these didn't work. Now I know they don't work, and I won't do them again. I'm going to start testing other things. But that one at the end that works, that one that you get, all you need is 1 ad to have a $10,000 month. And
that's so true. The last month, I think I did. Last month, just I'll let you continue, but just
no. I wanted you to say this. What did you get?
Just to be in case in point. So last month, I tested maybe 20 ads, and all of them flopped. I might have spent $5 each. I wasn't getting good price, so they all flopped. And then I put one ad up that caught traction. I was getting, dollar registrants. It was going, so I let that ad run, and for about a month and a half, I spent about $1,500 on that one ad. Like, remember, I lost. I tried 10 ads and they flopped and I didn't make money. But then this one ad I placed, and it was the one that hit. It was a really good ad. So what ended up happening was it was producing me consistent revenue. And Matt Jang said one ad can make you 10,000. It's true, because last month I spent about 1,500 or 1,800 on ads, and I did like 13,000 in commissions. So it was over 10,000 in profit. But that was from one ad. One single ad that I was consistently, I dialed down my metrics, I made sure it was converting, and then once it was converting, I cranked it up to 40, 50 bucks a day, and for a month and a half straight, I was getting, $1 to $2 registrants, and it yielded me, over 5 figures. So Matt Jang's exactly right where he said, and Cameron George says the same thing. He's like, you're one ad, you're one campaign away from everything you've ever wanted, and it's so true, because one ad can make you $10,000. One ad can make you $100,000. One ad can make you $1 million, technically, if you have a big audience, but that's not always going to happen. But yeah, guys, we're giving you a foundation of what works, but you want to go in and get creative within the process, because saturation is just a natural thing that happens if 50 people are doing the same exact thing. So you want to put your marketing hat on, and you want to get creative. And yeah, Matt, I'll throw it back to you. I didn't want to cut in. I got a little deep there, but
I wanted you to cut in because I knew you crushed it. I did the same thing. It was like 1,200 in ad spend, and it was like just over 10K. And that's the thing, right? That was with one ad, right? Now, okay, one thing I wanted to touch on. There's another question here that was 2 questions. This is Brad Franklin. 1, my ad has been running but was just flagged and not approved yesterday. What changes should I make so that doesn't happen? Oh man.
Yeah, that just went away.
Yeah. Okay, where?
I think he was saying
Okay, so what changes can I make so that doesn't happen? Anyways, I'm going to touch on that. Okay. What you guys can do. Now, this is one thing I want you guys to all really, really realize, and this is actually Ray's in the house with us today, but he was the one that showed me this. Just so you guys all know, every video has its own unique signature. Okay? So when you guys are going through, I don't know if you guys are going through my training or whatever training you guys are going through, and you guys are all using one ad, okay? Now say 2 people or 1 person gets that account, gets an ad that they're running flagged with that video. What that does now, anyone that uploads that exact video, Facebook's gonna go, oh hey, this video's been flagged before, let's look at it, right? Let's check them out, right? So what you need to do, for those of you guys that are in my team, what I did to change up my ad, all you need to do is alter a video a tiny little bit. You'll see Julian did a video where he's like flexing in the gym for like 5 seconds before the video, right? Or I did one where I'm just kind of like tapping on the screen. It just needs to be a little alteration. You can put in a pre-frame. Any little alteration to the video makes it a completely unique video now, and so that video now has not been flagged, right? So 2 ways that you're thinking of flagged can be a video, right? And it could be not from you. It could be someone else who's running an ad and got it flagged, and now that's going to make yours get flagged now, right? So it can be the video. Another thing as well can be your domain name. Okay, so if you change the video and you're still not getting it approved, change your domain name. Go buy another domain for $10 for the year.
I just ran into that 2 days ago, and because my account got flagged as well.
Yeah.
So guys, don't think when that happens to you, you're the only one it happens to. It's a regular thing. Obviously, we're going to make it as irregular as possible. You don't want to get stuff denied, and we have a process to where you don't have to. But yeah, just like Jang's saying, so the videos that you guys are using, let's say you're taking Matt Jang's video or you're taking my video. If you're getting disapproved, what you can do is, if you're on a Mac, use iMovie. If you're on a PC, what's the free software called on PC, Jang? Windows Movie Maker?
On PC? I have no clue. I don't.
Windows Movie Maker. All you want to do is take our video, upload it to whatever movie maker you're using. Maybe we'll have a tutorial on this in the future, but all you have to do is add like a 5-second clip. Like Matt Jang took the same video he was using. It was getting disapproved, so he did like a quick video where he's on the beach and he's like, hey, is this camera on? And he touches like the screen, and then it goes right. It transitions into the same video, the what if video he was using, and he got approved. I did the same thing. My video stopped getting approved, so I took the same video I had, and I was just at the gym, you know, and I did the same thing. I was lifting some weights. I had my friend come over with the camera to me, and I was like, is this thing on? You know, just a similar stupid little funny video. It's called a pattern interrupt. It doesn't have to be effective or anything. It just like gets someone's attention. And then my ads got approved. So you guys can use iMovie if you're using a Mac, or if you're using PC, you could use Windows Movie Maker. And then Jang, what were you saying about the domain?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. No, I was just saying for you guys, if you guys are getting stuff flagged and it isn't the video, you've changed the video, like Julian said, using just a little alteration, whether you add a pre-frame or whether you put a little stupid clip on the beginning and tap the screen or whatever you do. Like I did that, and now it's a completely new video. But then get a new domain. If it's still not getting approved, another thing it's going to be testing is getting a new domain. And more often than not, every time that someone's done that, either change the video and then change their domain, now all of a sudden their ads are going to get approved again. And keep that in mind too. When you guys change a video, look at the one video it's getting run out by everyone, right? Everyone's using the same video. If you make the alteration, you're now the only person using that video. So the only person that's going to have any effect on that is going to be you, right? So then I would definitely, all of you guys, either put a pre-frame or put a little clip at the beginning of the video, do something so that you have your own unique video to use. And then a domain name, if it's flagged or it's not working, just buy another one. Just buy another domain, do exactly what you're doing in the training, just with a new domain there, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, Jang, the second part of Brad's question was getting registrants under $2 a lead. But how do we tag the ads to test and know which one wins? Basically, he's asking how you can track if you're running multiple ones.
Yeah, if you're running multiple ones, really the only way you guys are able to track right now is by clicks. Your only goal right now, right? Leads is irrelevant to your ads, right? Your lead flow is going to result on your conversion rate on the capture pages and all that, which myself or Julian or whoever are handling. Your goal is to get the cheapest clicks, okay? That's the only goal that you're trying to do, is get the cheapest clicks. That's the only thing you guys have control over. So if you guys check your ads, you'll notice that when you pull up the creative for the ad, you click on the blue writing there, it'll pull up the creative, it'll show the video and stuff, and it'll show you some stats on the side. You're just looking to get your website clicks as cheap as physically possible. Now, I don't know about your guys' pages, but I mean, on average, they're converting about 30%. So if you're getting clicks around 66 cents or less, right? You should be getting leads for under $2. Your biggest thing there is going to be getting clicks. I would say getting clicks for 50 cents or less. That's what you want to be aiming for. Now, you want to be making sure that's how you're going to be able to tell, right? If you're running a bunch of ads, you want to be getting the cheapest clicks. The registrations and stuff like that, you guys, since we're managing, myself, Nate, or Julian are managing your pages for you, we have access to the data, right? But you guys won't have access to that until we are going to have that actually launched out pretty quick here. I'm not going to touch too much on that because that'll be a different conversation. But we're going to have tracking in place for you guys to track clicks, leads, sales, all of that put in place. It is being worked on as we speak.
Yeah, for now, well, I don't know what you guys are doing, Matt Jang, and Nate. I know Nate basically gives his. I know Nate gives his. I'm hearing. Is that me? I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Just real quick. For anybody who basically Nate is, I think for Nate's team, I don't know what you're doing, Jang, but Nate basically picks a time once a day in the morning, and I think he gives his team a registrant count. So David and Dan, they're on my team, and they're asking, you know, will you let us know how our data is doing? So you guys will be able to track clicks and all that stuff. And yes, what I'll be doing starting this week, because things have been hectic, and we are putting a system in place to be able to manage this. But once a day, whether it's in the morning or at night, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll give everybody a count on the registrant count for the day, so you guys will be able to know, you know, how much you're paying per registrant. So I'll pick one time per day. Anybody who's running traffic, I'll let you guys know, and that'll be able to do it until the system rolls out. Matt, I'll throw it back to you. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, and that's what I'm the same thing. I've been slammed too, and I'm gonna have to hire someone to go and do that. I have too many people running ads to go in and manually do that.
And we apologize for getting back to the screen. It's just that we're managing. We've never managed this many people's campaigns, so it's like it's a little hectic to be able to do that. But that's why we're putting a system in place. But we will make sure that we get you guys that.
Yeah, it's like picture running your online business and managing all your campaigns, and then picture doing that for 50, 60 other people, and you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like you have to manage their conversions. You have to manage you're doing 60 times the amount of work you would normally do just on your own, right? Just to put it in a context. But just so you guys can know, the biggest thing you guys want to be watching it for is clicks, right? As long as you're getting cheap clicks, you know it's going to be working. And this is also too a kind of push. So that if you guys really want to be able to track, you guys really want to be able to know stuff and how to put stuff in place, I have some people on my team that took the initiative to go out and start building their own stuff, right? They've been running this for a while. They've been getting people to the webinars, and now they're like, okay, I want to be in full control now. I kind of see how this is working, right? Because we can give you the copy, we can give you the emails, we can give you all that stuff. So right? But you guys would need to have, this is what Ray was just talking about. He's putting a little group of higher level people, because that is a higher level conversation when we get into stuff like that. But for those of you guys that are really, really serious, some of you guys will be able to handle that, where you guys can capture your own leads, mail your own leads, do all that type of stuff. And then you guys have access to all of your data. You can see exact numbers. But right now, by having it automated by all of us, it just makes it a little more difficult. So what we can do is start sending you out a registration count. I'll hire someone to go out and do that for you guys. And Julian, I'm sure, will go out and do that so that everyone can see their lead count. And then we're gonna have that all in place for everyone to be able to track and see all that stuff pretty quick here. But for right now, as it is, be cautious and watch for your clicks and make sure your clicks are getting cheap. Your website clicks, not just clicks, okay? I don't want you guys to confuse this, because when you're running an ad...
Do you want to show somebody, maybe? I would show them, but my Facebook ads account got flagged and suspended yesterday. Do you want to just show them where that metric would be? Specifically, if you have like an old campaign you could show. I don't want you to have to show all your targeting and stuff, because that's what you do on your own, but something to show them what they should look out for, just like an example.
Yeah, let me pull up something here.
Just to let you guys know, my Facebook ads account got suspended yesterday. Not even just my ads got denied, like my whole account got suspended. So it happens to all of us, and I'm actually in the works of setting up a new account. And that was another thing that, while you bring that up, somebody else asked in the chat, Nate, what you would do if an account was suspended. Like if your account got denied and suspended, what you would do to get back up. But I guess we can touch on that right before we finish here in 5 minutes after you show them the website clicks on the ad, what to look for.
Okay, so basically what you're going to want to do, let me pull this up here. Now I have stuff in here that all of you guys won't be able to do till later. When we have a system in place, you guys will be able to track this. But okay, can you guys see this? Can you see my screen? This is actually stop. Here, 1 sec here. I did the wrong one. Entire screen. Okay, so this is I got an ad that I've been running for a while. Can you see my screen?
Yep, it's perfect, man.
Okay, so just so you guys can see, this is what you're looking for. So I can see the registrations that I've got, right? Because I have tracking pixel now. This is something that you guys are going to be able to do when you build pages on your own, or when our system's done, right? When we have our system done, you're going to be able to do that. Right now, you guys don't have the ability to do that because you have no control over your pages. But you want to be watching for website clicks, right? This conversion is not that low. I'm just showing you this one. It's not that high, I mean. I'm just showing you this one as an example to look, right? So see the same video, right? Copy, right? And you just look. 800 and something website clicks, 260 registrations, and what did I spend? So $397. So $397, 397 divided by, what was it? 258. And this is at like $1.50, and that's at spending $70 a day. right? Because you'll see you can get leads for 50 cents, $1, but as soon as you start spending $50, $60, $70, you pay a bit more. But $1.50, I'll do that all day long.
Are they going to have those conversions available on their end?
Which, this registration?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing, guys, and I don't want to, like, reason why, I'm going to stop this here, okay? The reason why I'm not touching on this is because a lot of you guys know a lot of companies out there and a lot of people that work that say, well, guys, just wait till you see this stuff, and this is going to be awesome, and then it never comes out, right? And so I'm not going to say anything about what we have too much until we have it, and I go, hey, guys, we have this, here it is, right? So I don't want to say too much, but yes, you guys are going to have the ability to track your registrations. I'm not giving a date. I'm not saying it's coming soon. I'm not saying anything.
For now, are they able to see that?
Right now, no, they will not be able to see that.
They would only be able to see website clicks?
They would only be able to see website clicks. Registrations, you need to place what's called a conversion pixel on all the way through your funnel, and it'll track what people opt in, what people, and stuff like that. Right now, you guys don't have the ability to do that. The reason why I showed you that is so you guys can see where your website clicks are, because that's what you're wanting to see, right? You're wanting to see your website clicks.
Do you have like a good metric that people can go by for the website clicks based on what they've spent? What's like a good rule of thumb?
Keep it 50 cents or less. Keep your website clicks at 50 cents or less.
50 cents or less, okay.
Okay, 50 cents or less. If your pages are converting, if they're 50 cents or less, if your pages are converting at least 25%, 50-cent clicks will give you $2 leads.
So that's perfect. That's really good information, guys. So on your ad, like let's say, you know, we give you a registering count once a day, but you want to be more on it, go to your ad, whatever, where Matt just showed you where it says website clicks, whatever your number is, take that number and divide it by how much you've spent, or the other way around. I always get those two confused. But as long as you're getting the clicks for 50 cents or less, then you should be good. You're profitable. Anything under that is good. That's really solid information. Thanks for sharing that, Jan, because I didn't even know that. That's a really good way to track it for people waiting to hear back on their registering count.
Okay, awesome. And one thing I want to do too is sometimes Facebook's metrics, most of the times are good, right? But sometimes they aren't. If you guys want to really track and really see, my computer's gonna die here. Hold up, let me grab a charger. If you guys really want to see the exact number of clicks that you're getting, hit up Nate, or hit up Julian, or hit up myself, depending on whose team you're in. Hit up us. You want to get what's called click magic. We'll be able to hook you guys up with that. Either message Julian or Nate personally, or message myself, depending on whose team you're in. But you want to get what's called click magic, and what you can do is, you know how when you guys your domain is pointing to your capture page, what you can do now is take click magic and have your capture page, right, cloaked into click magic. So the click magic link's going to point to the capture page, and what it's going to do is it's going to track the exact amount of clicks, total clicks, and unique clicks. Unique clicks is what you want to be looking at, and then you can look. You can go, okay, I spent $10 today on ads, I spent $10, and I got 20 clicks, right? I'm looking at my click magic. I see I got 20 clicks. Awesome. I know that ad is getting me 50-cent clicks. Cool, I can run with that, right? That'll give you, and that'll be a little bit more advanced. I do have a little training on that, but it's not in the site. I don't know if Julian, if you guys are letting them go through my site, but we can put something together very quickly about that, just so you guys can have a little bit more of a metric there to see exactly how many clicks you're getting and how much it's costing you. And so message either Julian or Nate or whoever. We can put together a training on that just to really see this. So is there a place that we can have access to all the ad videos available? Julian, do you want to touch on that?
Like a place that we can have like all of the for the ads we're running, like separate videos.
Yeah, Brad's asking, is there a place we can have access to all the ad videos available?
Yeah.
I'm using only one. I don't know what you're using.
Yeah, we're all using the same one that we were using. The one where it's Cameron. He's like, you know, what if your everyday life was like your dream lifestyle, and then it's a video of us, the testimonials. That's what we're using now. The only thing we're doing to get the ads approved is, if they're not getting approved, is we're adding like a 5-second intro on it or something. So like a pattern interrupt, something that just, it's the same video, doesn't have to be anything detailed, just something that basically changes the signature of the video so it gets approved. So like for me, for example, I just put a video of me at the gym curling weight, and then I was just like, hey, is this camera on? And then I transitioned it over the video. I just put it together in iMovie in 2 minutes. I guess we can put it in the file section of the PPA Mastermind group. We can put our videos in there. I'll put my video, Nate, Jang, I guess for your team. We'll put in the file section. We'll put Jang's team use this video. We'll put your video. We'll say Julian's team use this video. We'll put mine. And then for Nate, we'll say Nate's team use this video. And then that'll be kind of what you guys can work with. And then once we have a bunch of different videos going, I'm sure we could throw them all in there. You think that's cool, Matt?
Yeah, that's cool. Matt, yeah, mine's already in the training site for those of you that are in my team. The one that I'm using. But yeah, let's put it in the group there. We're getting close to 10. I have a coaching call right at 10, guys, so I'm gonna have to jet.
Yeah, no, we wanted to keep these under an hour. Nate, you wanted to come in and close this thing out? I know you have something to say here.
No, I was just saying I think that all of us should definitely keep producing videos, and then everybody who is, running ads, is you try to add a little bit of your own flair in it, because that can help, get your ads approved. The other thing is me and my team, we're working on some different things and lead pages, testing different things that right now we're getting approval from Facebook. So we've got some things that we're testing as well that we'll bring to the table once it's more proven. Awesome. That we're not going to have to fight the Facebook Nazis. All right, so we're working on things like that. So I'm actually going to be cutting about 4 to 5 new videos because I'm going to be on the beach for about the next 12 to 14 days, and I'm gonna have a bunch that I'm going to test, and then I'll give them out to my team. And I know Julian's team's plugging into our Facebook ad stream and all that. So I just think, and definitely if you guys are using Max or iMovies, add your little own pattern interrupt like Julian and Jang were saying, so that our videos, if you're using our videos, it doesn't matter who you're using, becomes special to you just because there's that little tweak at the beginning, which now are all different and build what video. So
you cut out there.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, he's cutting out. Basically, Nate's saying take the videos that we already have and add like a 5 to 10 second clip in the beginning that's personalized to you, which is called a pattern interrupt. If you want an example of that, message me, Matt, or Nate for an example, and then you can put one together. If you're using a Mac, use iMovie. Just put a little 5-second clip in just to make it a different video so it gets approved. If you're using PC, use Windows Movie Maker. Just go to Google and type in free video editing software. Yeah, guys, we're over the top of the hour now, so we wanted to respect your time. I know it's Saturday, family time. My girlfriend's bugging me. She's like, let's go out. Let's go out. So we're going to run. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing these every Saturday, and we're going to be doing, I hope you guys got a lot of value. Matt Jang went over awesome stuff. Nate covered some really good stuff. So we're going to make sure that you guys need everything you need on these calls. So if there's anything you need, just let us know, and we really appreciate you guys. And Matt, I know you got to run, so you want to close this out, and then we'll recoup here next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep. Just make sure, guys, as you're going throughout the week, log any questions that you have that you want to ask for next week. Right? Log any questions. Maybe some things come up during this week. You guys know your metrics. You want to keep your clicks under 50 cents. Every single one of you guys, we're going to quiz you next Saturday. You guys should better have the magic, and you guys better have another book that you're reading. For another book, just jot down The Breakthrough Experience by Dr. John DeMartini, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. What's another one that you want to throw out?
Happy Pocket Full of Money, and that book we recommend more than any book. On top of the magic, I would say a good start, if you're not reading anything right now, start with the Magic for Gratitude, 5 minutes a day, and read Happy Pocket Full of Money, and we actually all have the PDF to that, so if you shoot us a message, we can actually send you the PDF to Happy Pocket, It's like a $25 book or $20 book, and we'll send you guys a PDF so you can read it. It's a really incredible book. Goes into quantum physics and the science behind money and all kinds of energy and really powerful stuff. So, awesome, guys.
All right, and then audios, for audios, go YouTube, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, Esther and Jerry Hicks. Start to really reprogram your brain and start to think of, really be focusing on success, and really start to listen to audios as much as possible. Whether you're in your car and you're going for a drive, instead of listening to music, start listening to audios for an hour or 2 hours there. You'll notice such a drastic difference in your life, and I can't stress how good of a difference that's going to make. So you guys know what you guys
University.
Yeah, exactly, right? You guys know a morning routine. You got some books to start with. You know your metrics to keep your clicks under. Log some questions that you guys are going to have for next week, and we'll see you guys on next week's call. All right?
Awesome, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let us know if you need anything. Bring it to next week's call. Get started on your reading. Get your clicks under 50 cents. Keep it consistent. And we'll keep you up to date coming this week with your registering count every day. And then we actually have a system coming out in the next little bit, but we won't tell you about that yet, which is going to automate all of that, so you'll be able to keep track. But have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy it. Don't take life too seriously. Make money. Enjoy life. And we'll see you guys next week. Appreciate you, Matt. Appreciate you, Nate. And appreciate all you guys.
Yeah. Peace,
Take
guys.
care.